Hi everyone. So yeah, it's probably a few weeks after the bit of footage that you've probably just seen of this outside. So I'm just gonna, having done a bit of work on the plane and done a bit of flying this weekend, I feel like I'm sort of a bit caught up on that. So now it's back to the trailer project. Not that it's much of a project, but so yeah. So what I've got to do is I've got a sheet of 12mm ply there that the guy who does the plastering and all sorts of masonry jobs around on the house, when he comes, he left that behind, so I asked him if I could use it. He said that was fine. So and actually that's 12mm thick, and it's just about perfect for fitting to the base of the trailer. So I'm going to cut out a sheet that will fit this base. I'll just have to leave some room for, sorry about the focus, for those corner pieces there. So I'll do some cutouts for those, and then I will use as many of the existing holes in the frame as I can. So we've got those bolts that hold the wheels on will go through the ply. A couple of bolts can go in there. I've got one there that I can bolt through. Sorry, there. So because I don't want to drill any more holes in the frame than strictly necessary. I'm just thinking now. Yeah, I think that will be all right. Got a couple at the back there I might be able to use, but I might want to leave those. I might want to leave those as they are because they're part of the brake system. So yeah, so they'll be it'll be fixed in the centre really. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. It's hard, so I'm going to cut this off. Sorry, this is difficult to frame in shot. I'm going to cut that off there and there, drill it and move it down to there, so you have a short section which I can put a piece of ply into for that end, and then we've got the other end of it over there. I've got some varnished wood drying out there, but here I'll cut that down in the same way, and that I'll drill that and fit that here again with a piece of ply in it, and then I can make up some sides that will sit between the two, but that'll become a bit clearer later on. But I think that'll work out all right actually if I do all that. I use as much of this existing structure as possible. I'm going to use 12, as I said, I'll use 12mm for the base because that is actually stiff. The base used to be canvas, so that's enough I think for that. And then I'm going to use 9mm. I've got a bunch of old 9mm, so I use 9mm for the size. Yeah, we should be kind of good to go then. I'm sort of making this up as I go along, but it's only for a trailer, so just for bits and pieces, so it doesn't need to be too perfect. Right, I'll crack on. Well, I've cut it out. Managed to run my circular saw into my dad's old workmate. It was a bit annoying. Didn't go through the metal there. Just shows the circular saws are pretty handy at cutting things. I guess that's their job. And yeah, I've just marked up some corner pieces to cut out, so I'm just going to cut some little curves out, and I'm kind of hoping that, I think they fit. I've checked it out, I think they fit where those parts stick up. So jigsaw out, do those, offer it up to the thing, and hopefully we'll be in business. Right, so that looks like it drops in all right. I actually cut the corners a bit oversized from the ones that I scribed in because I realised I wasn't really taking into account the kind of squareness of this bracket. So the next thing is I've got to get this, I've got to take this off and also take the wheels off, and then work out where the holes need to be, and drill through. Then I can bolt through the whole thing hopefully, which should sort of keep it down. Okay, right, back in the mo. So there we go, that's sitting down quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is pull the wheels off. Like I said, I'm going to use those bolts there to help to hold it down, so I'll bolt all the way through. Got some bolts up front. So I'll pull the wheels off, probably clamp the piece of wood to the frame, and then drill through the tubes to. Then I'll get the holes in exactly the right places. So yeah, do that in a minute. It's a shame you can't see me actually. I don't go in front of the camera, but my daughter decided to paint my face today. I keep forgetting that it's on there, but fortunately I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going off the homestead today at all, so but I need to remember to wash it off before I go to bed and get everything covered in face paint. There we go, clamped up and upside down. Because I'm feeling lazy, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way and just offer the drill up to those holes and drill straight through. No marking needed. I've got the piece of board straight on the frame, so that should be fine. Okay. So I'll just find a way through both sides. Careful to go through both sides so you don't draw your aluminium out. There's one. Two. And three. Right, I think I'm going to have to use longer bolts if I've got any, because of the extra thickness of the ply. They're going to have to go through, as I said before, the bottom of this was canvas, so there was essentially functionally zero thickness in that. So yeah, so I need to dig out some extra bolts and then we can take it from there. So I think I'm going to call it there. These bolts that I've got aren't long enough. It doesn't surprise me. I'm going to have to get some more bolts. Probably get stainless, to be honest, given it's going to be out in the weather. Probably go to the mighty Forest of Dean fasteners, which is an awesome shop. If you're ever in the Forest of Dean anywhere near Mitchell Dean, look it up. It's if you've got any interest in engineering or making things, it is a sight to behold. Proper old-fashioned shop where they go behind the counter and you ask them for what you want, and they go into the back room and they get it. It's bloody brilliant. So yeah, it's worth it just for that, to be honest. So yeah, I'll leave that for now. Probably package this one up and send it out because I've been so sporadic about sending out videos. Other than that, all is well, pretty much. As I said, I got an hour and 10 minutes in the glider on Sunday, which is great. Yeah, hopefully be getting into the RF5 quite soon. Because I need to, and yeah, and it's costing me money all the time it's sitting in the hangar. So I'm flying under supervision at the moment, so I need our CFI to be there while I'm flying, but he's more than happy to do that because he is a good bloke. So yeah, there we are. And yeah, a bit more plane stuff next time probably. I'm going to try and mix it up because obviously I know some of you are here for the plane and some of you are here for the other stuff and some of you are here just because you know me or something. So yeah, have a good one everybody, and see you in the next one.